I'll push forward through the tough times. 'Cause anything worth doing is a tough. 'Cause I'ma live life for the fight, yeah, I'm here to get it. I got drive, got sight, always have a vision. I go by at night, I be in my feelings. I'ma be fine, need time, and I'll soon be winning. I live life for the fight, yeah, I'm here to get it. I got drive, got sight, always have a vision. I go by at night, I be in my feelings. I'ma be fine, need time, and I'll soon be winning. I can feel the blood creeping up from the heathens. Got will, got fight, got pride, got reason. If they wanna go eat, then you know I'm gon' feed them. If you're coming for me, hope you're ready for a demon. I can feel the blood creeping up from the heathens. Got will, got fight, got pride, got reason. If they wanna go eat, then you know I'm gon' feed them. If you're coming for me, hope you're ready for a demon. I can feel the blood creeping up from the heathens. Got will, got fight, got pride, got reason. If they wanna go eat, then you know I'm gon' feed them. If you're coming for me, hope you're ready for a demon. I got eyes in the back of my head, I'm seeing. Take me for granted and you know I'm leaving. I'ma take what's mine with the webs I'm weaving. I could take this crowd from seeing to believing. Got a taste for blood and my tongue keeps bleeding. From the words I spit, so sharp, so freezing, so cold. Behold, frostbite they feeling. I could tear you apart or I could go heal them. Don't believe in fate, don't believe in ceilings. I just need a taste and my mind starts peeling. I don't pace myself, I grind on kneeling. Got lust for change, I just love the feeling. I ain't gonna give up. Got too little time, I'ma live up. Head down, push forward through the tough times. 'Cause anything worth doing is a tough climb. I ain't gonna give up. Got too little time, I'ma live up. Head down, push forward through the tough times. 'Cause anything worth doing is a tough. 'Cause I'ma live life for the fight, yeah, I'm here to get it. I got drive, got sight, always have a vision. I go by at night, I be in my feelings. I'ma be fine, need time, and I'll soon be winning. I live life for the fight, yeah, I'm here to get it. I got drive, got sight, always have a vision. I go by at night, I be in my feelings. I'ma be fine, need time, and I'll soon be winning. I can feel the blood creeping up from the heathens. Got will, got fight, got pride, got reason. If they wanna go eat, then you know I'm gon' feed them. If you're coming for me, hope you're ready for a demon. I can feel the blood creeping up from the heathens. Got will, got fight, got pride, got reason. If they wanna go eat, then you know I'm gon' feed them. If you're coming for me, hope you're ready for a demon. I can feel the blood creeping up from the heathens. Got will, got fight, got pride, got reason. If they wanna go eat, then you know I'm gon' feed them. If you're coming for me, hope you're ready for a demon. I got eyes in the back of my head, I'm seeing. Take me for granted and you know I'm leaving. I'ma take what's mine with the webs I'm weaving. I could take this crowd from seeing to believing. Got a taste for blood and my tongue keeps bleeding. From the words I spit, so sharp, so freezing, so cold. Behold, frostbite they feeling. I could tear you apart or I could go heal them. Don't believe in fate, don't believe in ceilings. I just need a taste and my mind starts peeling. I don't pace myself, I grind on kneeling. Got lust for change, I just love the feeling. I ain't gonna give up. Got too little time, I'ma live up. Head down, push forward through the tough times. 'Cause anything worth doing is a tough climb. I ain't gonna give up. Got too little time, I'ma live up. Head down, push forward through the tough times. 'Cause anything worth doing is a tough. 'Cause I'ma live life for the fight, yeah, I'm here to get it. I got drive, got sight, always have a vision. I go by at night, I be in my feelings. I'ma be fine, need time, and I'll soon be winning. I live life for the fight, yeah, I'm here to get it. I got drive, got sight, always have a vision. I go by at night, I be in my feelings. I'ma be fine, need time, and I'll soon be winning. I can feel the blood creeping up from the heathens. Got will, got fight, got pride, got reason. If they wanna go eat, then you know I'm gon' feed them. If you're coming for me, hope you're ready for a demon. I can feel the blood creeping up from the heathens. Got will, got fight, got pride, got reason. If they wanna go eat, then you know I'm gon' feed them. If you're coming for me, hope you're ready for a demon.
All right. Hello, everyone. Welcome to Ladies' Night. All righty. Okay. Uh, uh thank for coming up, Mika, Demetrius. As other people come in. All right. So walking a tightrope. Okay. Okay. This is what's going on. Those of you who've been watching YouTube and everything. Well, not even just YouTube. Just let's just be honest. It's the sports arena. Hey, I said, hey, if you want drama, you don't have to watch no soap opera. You don't have to watch no reality show. Ultimate is the sports. All right. So there's been okay. This is about LSU and Iowa. Okay, the game. Um. Okay, LSU won. They were the underdogs. They beat Iowa. And of course, there was some trash talking. Uh, Angel, she was trash talking, and there was a big uproar about it. Hey, about the trash talking, but there was none being said about Caitlin's trash talking. Um, but Angels, they were going at it. Okay, big throck over that. That was not fair. You know, oh, all of a sudden got to be ghetto and stuff like that. Okay, so it turns out Angel, kind of pushed it a little bit. She was gloating, or they said she was trolling. I think she was just gloating because everybody has been big up in Caitlyn, while they've been dogging out Angel. Everything she does is ghetto and all kind of other stuff, hood, and they've been talking about left and right. And since Caitlyn is their darling, and she just beat Caitlyn Darling, she waited to where you just knew that LSU was gonna win, so she gloated. She trash talked. She did. You can't see me. She did the ring. Okay, so she followed her around a bit. Of course, she wasn't doing doing much trash talking all during the game. It was towards the end when you knew both teams knew LSU won. I mean LSU won. Sorry, LSU had won. So it was like, okay, I have time where I could do some trash talking. I could do some gloating. Okay, but if it had been if it been some men playing and it was that going on, none would have been too much said about it. But because these were women, these were young women, young girls. Now y'all talking about women shouldn't be trash talking and stuff like that. They should be classy. They should be better than that. Excuse you? Competitive sport. Trash talking. Competitive anything. Any competition. Even things that don't even look like it could be competitive. There's going to be some trash talking. It's either going to be happening while it's happening, before it's happening, or after it's happening. But trust me, there's going to be some trash talking. Okay, that did not faze me quite as much as this thing. This pissed me off to the highest festivity. Jill Biden decided that, they were both good players. Both teams should be. What? The tradition is that the winner gets to go to the White House. The winner. Not the loser, not the second place. Number one. Oh no. And I think Angel hit it on the head. If it had been LSU had lost, there would have been talk, no talk of, oh, LSU coming if they had lost. No, 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 no. But because it's Iowa, you know, felt that they should come too with the winner. So you gonna disrespect LSU by suggesting they share their spotlight as the champion with the losing team? What kind of nonsense is that? So I was with her. That invitation to White House was BS. It was crap. I was right there with her. But the thing is that tightrope. Okay, black women, black athletes, but especially black women, because we get the double. Black athletes get the racism. Black men athletes, they get the racism, definitely. But there's another component when it's black female athlete. Not only does she get the black stuff and the passive aggressive and and um and what is okay for white players, oh, it's ghetto and horrible and thuggish and all that crap when it's black player. They also get the sexism. Well, actually, the sexism actually hit both teams. Oh, that the team that Iowa couldn't take a loss, that they had to be consoled and made to feel better about their loss by joining the champion and stuff like that. That means that going to the White House, winning the championship is no different than a participation trophy. You know, these girls play, train, fight hard to be the champions, to have that bragging right. They're not only the champion, they get to go on to a once in a lifetime, something not many people get to do. They get to go to the White House and celebrate their championship at the White House, the ultimate. And you and it just took it. And what was surprising was it wasn't the men who did it, which really pissed it to another level. It was white women. So it just became completely just racist. And I know y'all kind of tired of that and y'all ready to go away because according to, yeah, so when she found out, when Angel heard about, when the team heard about it, they were hurt. Oh, I'm not good enough by myself after all the hard work I put in and won to go as the champions without having the second runner up who are a white team. As far as I've seen, I didn't see no black players in Iowa, and LSU is a mostly black team. Uh-huh. So yeah, I understood when they were angry and they lashed out and said, "Well, we don't want to go to the White House anyhow. Buck that. I'm going to celebrate my win with the Obamas. Michelle, can we come and celebrate our win with you? You hurt me, I hurt you back, and stuff like that." But the team did work hard and they came together as a team. It wasn't just all on one player. I know Angels seem to have the most of the spotlight right now, but it was the whole team and they all work hard. They all train hard. They came down, considered the underdogs, and they came up and they won. They beat the darling team, the darling player and stuff like that. Everybody, that the majority of people were rooting for and big upping. So they earned that right to go to to go to the White House. So yeah, so I understand that they were gonna go. I knew that it was just anger at the time, but I understood that. You know, that was that was acceptable. That once they calm down and get over the hurt, they're gonna want to go because they earned it, they deserved it, they worked hard at it, they won. And I would be like, uh, because you didn't want me here, I want to be there even more to rub it in your face. Okay, that's me. That's me. I'm not saying that's what these young ladies are doing. That's just me. But these young ladies have earned the right, and they work hard, so they're gonna go. Even Angel says she's gonna go with her team, support her team. But I was with her when she, okay, yeah, everybody was supposed to be like, Angel and LSU should forgive Biden. She apologized. I'm like, whoa, 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 did I miss something? I started looking. I said, Jill Biden apologized? I didn't see nothing about Jill apologize. I seen something about a press secretary, sending out that, you know, Jill Biden jumped the gun. It's always been the winner, and it's only going to be the winner. LSU has the invite to the White House, but I ain't heard nothing that came out of Jill Biden's mouth. Jill Biden went out and she was in the public, cameras all on her, and she it sent that invitation to Iowa. If she's gonna apologize, I felt that she should have went in public in front of the cameras and apologized to LSU for sending an invite to Iowa. Now I could be wrong. I might have missed it. If so, I wish somebody send me the link because I want to see it because I don't believe it. I didn't see, I didn't hear about it. I looked it for it. All I saw was something from the press secretary or for the White House. That ain't Jill Biden making an apology. That's the White House making an taking back Jill's invitation because supposedly she didn't know any better. Like hell, and I'm glad Iowa did not accept the invitation to the White House. They just informed her this is the way it always is. LSU earned that, and hey, we just have to try harder next year. Yeah, Iowa and Caitlin turned down that invitation. Thank it. That's good. That's right is right. But as for Jill Biden herself, no, I didn't see it. I didn't hear it, and I don't blame Angel for not accepting her so-called apology. Because as far as I'm concerned, if it ain't out of her own mouth in public, like she sent the invitation, you got to make an amends. The way you done the dirt is the way you got to make the amends. You went in public. So you should have went in front of the press, had the press secretary went in front of the press, instead of sending the press secretary out the center and give a formal apology. And mean it. You can even add an addition that you didn't understand, but mainly apologize out of your own mouth. But you see, that's the tightrope because I think part of it is the wanting to because you work so hard and you earn it that you should go to the White House and don't let your being angry at the moment stop you from getting this once in a lifetime. You don't want to have regrets. But on the other hand, when somebody disrespect you, passive aggressively, microaggress on you, you shouldn't have to take it. But uh, family and friends and coaches and who knows what's going on in the background. If the school put would have put some pressure on, did the coaches put any pressure on? Did the team, you know, because they do want to earn and you want to go, you earn that. And as I said, part of me had been like, oh, I'm going to go. And you're going to just be uncomfortable in it. Because I earned it. I'm not letting you stop me from going. So it could have been a little bit of that too. But you see, I think that's a little bit of the problem. We want to accept that she apologized, or so-called apologize. That wasn't a real apology. I don't know what y'all call an apology, but that was not it. The press. I kept seeing people say you should accept Jill Biden's apology. What apology? She didn't say no apology. Not I'm sorry. Nothing. I don't consider texting written word. You verbalized the insult. You verbalized the apology. Okay, so and you see, I'm really heated about that, and I don't think we should take it. We keep accepting apologies. We keep claiming these people. We keep claiming these people don't understand what they're doing. They don't realize the implication. And I'm thinking, hell yeah, they do. Okay, she was a professor at at colleges. She should know how important sports are to a team. Any sports team championship never is the loser invited. It's supposed to be champion. That they earn it. Is this the beginning of the participation trophy nonsense that's been going on for a few years? Nobody likes that. Nobody that is a competitor in anything likes these participation nonsense. Even the kids who receive the participation, they hadn't earned the trophy, so they shouldn't be getting it. They hadn't earned the reward of going to the White House, so they shouldn't be. And she opened her mouth to say this. Was it enthusiasm, or is it like she said? No, still don't. I don't believe we should be given the pass. But I don't think it's inherently racist. So if somebody call you the N word and they don't mean it, it's not inherently racist. Oh, let me see. If somebody feel that that they want to console the team, the losing team. Okay, let's say we do that. Do we gonna are you offering that all the teams? I mean, you said well both teams played so hard. Everybody played hard. Everybody worked at it. You know that everybody should get it. Okay, so we talking about every college team that had lost should also go. Are we talking about every college team on both the males and the females should go? Why is it because it's women? You wouldn't be saying that if it was the men's team. I didn't hear nothing about no invitation to the men's team to their loser, huh? Oh, the girls can't take a loss. They can't use it to motivate themselves to win the next year. And why it gotta be our girls that have to share the limelight? Okay, I grew up with this kind of racism that can't accept that a white person is in second place. In second place. So they're gonna move the goalpost, so to say. Okay. And all of a sudden, okay, I've seen a lot in education fields, salutatorian, salutatorian. So if it happens that the salutatorian, salutatorian is black instead of white, all of a sudden we're gonna have a whole bunch of runner-ups. That's and it's not just one of each, you know. No, 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 no. They have to now. You're going to colleges, schools where there's multiple valedictorian and salutatorian. And okay, sometimes they go that there is a tie. They say, oh, supposedly a tie, and they have to go down to the point 003, 004, all that. They keep having to keep going down because they somewhat of a tie. But because the white girl is like, say, let me see, 4.00. Let me see, 4.00. Oh wait a minute. Oh, no, that's five. I think it's 5.000.3 because they so close, and the black girl is 5.002. Oh, all of a sudden they tie. They both uh, valedictorian and salutatorian. Yes, grew up with that. Prom queen. Sorry, that's what I'm more familiar with. Do you know, because there was a big upset about my school had no prom queen for the longest time. I mean, not prom queen, um homecoming queen for the longest time, because when they were first integrated, a black girl won as homecoming queen. And all of a sudden, oh, there was no such thing as a homecoming queen. There was a homecoming court. What? Because the white girl didn't win it. It took almost 50. Wait. Might be longer than that. Let me see. That was 1970. Yeah, pretty much about 50 years. 50 plus years before they brought the homecoming queen back. And guess what? She was a black girl. But this time they didn't raise heck. It took a whole generation to pretty much die before it was accepted. Yeah. So we used to white people trying to adjust things because they didn't like the results. They didn't like the fact that their white girls, their daughters, their white daughters didn't win it, or their white sons didn't win it. But hey, I'm sorry, I'm getting off. As I said earlier, everything has a competition. I don't know why they don't understand that. Yes, girls compete. Girls will trash talk too, and we will gloat. Sometimes, if Caitlin is a good player. She's a really good player. And I think Angel waited till it was a definite. There was a definite win, you know, and that she didn't have to be on that. So she had to get in her trash talk while she can. Before she go, following her around. Yes, yeah, but as I said, all competitors trash talk. And we girls are no less a competitor. It's just that y'all don't see it out in the sports world because there's too many people trying to suppress women, suppress black girls. You know, we grew up playing sports with our brothers, our relatives, the kids in the neighborhood. So we trash talk just as much. And it's okay. It's a normal part of a competition. Yeah, you learn to be good at what you say you are. Because if you trash talk and you're behind, can't cash that check your mouth been writing, you're gonna get messed with. Oh, you all this, huh? That's what that was. Oh, you all this. Nobody can see you. Obviously, I can see you, cause I'm beating you. You heard me? You heard me just now? Yeah. And if the competitor is pretty good, you wait till there's no doubt that you won, and you take that time to trash talk and gloat. All right, you see, this is the tightrope we're talking about. Okay, tightrope is especially on women, especially black women, because everything about us get added into it. Okay, I don't know if y'all remember this when the WNBA started this and they were playing. There were commentators making comment about how the women look, that they were hard looking and that they were rough looking, that they didn't look like no women. It messed with them so much that they got their hair done. Okay, when you competing in a sport, there's gonna be a lot of hard work, sweating, and all that stuff. You don't have time to be looking all cute and pretty and stuff like that. But this generation learned. So now they're talking about, okay, these girls got lashes, they wear makeup, they got their hair done. They don't just have it pulled back into a ponytail anymore. They got the styles of expressing themselves. They got color in their hair and stuff like that. They are showing their feminine selves, and they still able to compete and play the game and win. Oh, but now because they got eyelashes, they got makeup, they got their nails done, they got their hair did and fit and done in a way that expresses them. Oh, now they ghetto. They they hood, they thugs. You see, but weirdly enough, it's not said quite as much on white females as it is on black. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So this is the thing with all athletes, whether they in high school, college. Oh, and don't let it be the professional level. Any female professional athlete could tell you they get some credit, especially if they black female athlete. Serena and Venus could tell you all about it. We've seen all the stuff that they did to Venus and Serena Williams, all because she's black and she's beating these white players, because tennis was dominated by white people for the longest time. Then black people start coming along, and then Venus and Serena came. Woo! But um and they had to suppress a lot of stuff. Even Arthur Ashe, he was black. He had to suppress a lot of his nature. He had to conform to what they thought a professional tennis player should be like. Venus and Serena had to take some of this stuff, and when they didn't take it, and they called people out on the carpet on it, uh, they became the angry black woman. They became some type of animal. They became the bees. Yeah, yeah. And so, so I just was fed up and angry about it, and and I was of two minds. There was two me's. One part of me was that was upset of all the criticism Angel's getting, the microaggression, the disrespect, and then um Jill Biden's invitation, and then people get mad that she said she wasn't going to go, that she threw out the Obama thing, and that she didn't accept Jill's Biden late Jill Biden's apology. And then there was no young lady, you know you you earned this, you work very hard for this. uh don't let your anger, and you should accept Jill Biden's apology, and go to the White House. And I'm like, you know, if she don't want to go, she shouldn't have to go. But if she wants to go, then you go, and you keep your head high. You make them uncomfortable. Nobody says you have to accept the apology to go. You just have to go. hmm And you enjoy the fruits of your labor. It is a once in a lifetime thing. But if you feel strongly about it, then you shouldn't go. As I said, I don't think Jill Biden apologized. And if somebody knows differently, and can show me the footage where she's in front of cameras and she apologized to LSU, then then by all means. But until then, press secretary don't freaking count. An article in the paper saying that the White House, or Joe Biden, President Joe Biden sends the invitation is not an apology from Jill Biden. The words coming out her mouth in front of cameras, apologizing to LSU, is an apology. Shoot, if when they go and she shows up and she apologized to the team in person, then that that's an apology. But as far as I'm concerned, that's Jill Biden um using the White House press corps to protect her from her accountability. That is, I think, in a way, it is the White House form of sexism, that they trying to protect Jill from the irk of the people that were mad at her for her sending an invitation to Iowa to share the limelight with LSU. She's a grown woman. She don't need y'all to protect her. She can woman up, pull on, put on her big girl's panties, and come out and apologize. But hey, I guess there's some sexism that is acceptable. Jill Jill is a weak little old woman. She don't have her mind. She don't know her own mind. She don't know the wrong that she's done, and how how much damage she caused by doing that and stuff like that. You know, she's weak. If she's weak, she's weak. Okay, okay. If you want to treat her like a child who don't know any better, like she's a baby, okay, then yeah. We'll humor Jill Biden and accept her apology from her parent husband, her parent press corps. Yeah, because she can't withstand that type of criticism and negativity because she's a woman and she can't handle that. That's too much. Uh, she can't accept that. She needs protected. She needs protected from herself and the trouble she caused because she's a kid. She don't know any better. She's only about what 70. She's that's young. That's young. She don't know any better. She's a kid. Yeah. Excuse me. Yeah. I'm joking. Yeah, I don't accept that. Felt that the fact that she felt that she could talk to Joe and change that and put an addition to the invitation. Yeah. College professor. I don't know what college she been to. Maybe she was a professor at a college that didn't have sports, or maybe it's at a college that didn't have female athletes. Hmm. Maybe she don't know nothing about competition. Hmm. Maybe she was one of those participation moms. You know, every child, to protect all the children's feelings. Yeah, yeah. Like these college girls, they young women, not little girls. They can't handle the competition. We gotta protect them on what it's like to lose and stuff like that. We gotta make them feel better. Yeah. So Jill, I don't know if you realize it, but you pretty much insulted Iowa too. That they can't handle a loss. That they some snowflakes, and they need to be consoled, and they need to come to the White House too, so they'll feel better for losing. Oh shoots! I think you owe two apologies. But nah, okay, all right. So stop that. But this yeah, so yeah, I'm calling out Jill Scott because well, obviously she's a feminist, but she's also telling me that she's a white supremacist too, because these are two group of young women. They in a competitive sport. You're saying that one of them can't handle the loss. I know you was upset since you was favoring Iowa and stuff like that your team lost, but you could have gave him a pep talk of you know, um, hopefully next year I get to see y'all at the White House and stuff like that. When y'all win next year. Hmm. And as y'all take this loss and use it to motivate y'all to work even harder to win next year. That's what you do. You don't send them an invite to the White House. But you should know that, right? Right, Jill? You you my elder for about 20 something years. You raise kids. The kids would have had to have lost a game at some point, or whatever sports or activity that they were in when they were kids and when they were in college and stuff like that. Hmm. All right. I guess everybody wants to move on from that. Well, this will be the last I said of it. As I said, the update, LSU is definitely going, and Angel will be going with them. Um, I hope they enjoy the tour, but I think it's bad that this this situation that we always have to accept the apology. We can't say F you, I'm not going, because hey, it could bite us in the butt in the end. We can't afford to so-called burn the bridges. We can't afford to anger powerful white people who who um who might be who might have to get jobs from, work for, and I guess they feel if you can't be team player enough to go to the White House after such a disappointing thing, then you're not going to be able to work for them, and stuff like that. Yeah, even though you know that you was right to feel the way you felt, to respond the way you respond, but that's the thing. We as women, as black folks, we gotta accept the we gotta take the microaggression, because that's what's in the back of our head when we take the microaggression. We gotta smile and bear even when we hurting on the inside. We're supposed to take it. Otherwise, we get criticized. There's something wrong with us. There's been a lot of criticism of black women, and it's been showing itself up in the front this year for a lot of things. Not that it haven't been shown all this time. Each one of us have our own personal ones that we deal with. We deal with it at work. We deal with it in our schools. Um, yeah, that we can't be ourselves. We can't express ourselves. We have to conform to what the dominant culture, with the white people think is the norm. We have to conform to what men thinks is the norm. Yeah. We got to suppress ourselves in some way. And when the anger gets too much and we lash out, we become the angry black woman. We become, and we get ignored. That we don't have a reason to be angry, a reason to be upset, the reason to point out this thing is racist, this thing is sexist, this um I'm not allowed to be me. Now, I ain't played any sports and stuff like that, but I am competitive in my own way. And I trash talk and I gloat. Play some dominoes with me. I gloat so badly that even if I ain't winning and I score some type of point, I am gloating. You swear I won the entire game, even if I just score a nickel. I'm going to gloat, and I'm going to do some trash talking. Yeah, we gloat. We trash talk in different things that we're competitive in. Not all girls are in sports, but trust me, we're still competitive. You know, you don't think the cheerleaders are competitive? You don't think the the prom queens, the Miss America? Let me see. You don't think the chess players, um Yeah, in anything where there is a competition, shoots, there would be trash talk. There would be gloating. There would be rubbing your face in it. Yeah. All right. Well, that's all I had to say. But I do want to read this article that says a little bit more than I do. This is in uh Yahoo Sports. They said just keeping you, Angel Reese. Words ring true for Black women who heard all the criticism before. Yes, Black women have heard it all. Uh, Let's see. So Angel says, I don't fit the narrative. I don't fit in the box y'all want me to be in. I'm too hood. I'm too ghetto. You told me that all year. So this is for the girls that look like me, that's going to speak up on what you believe in. Is unapologetic you. And that's what I did for the night. So from what I've seen, uh, she's real aggressive in basketball. Basketball is an aggressive full contact sport. So yeah, um, all the good players are aggressive, and yes, there's gonna be trash talk, but that ain't no hood or ghetto thing. That's just a competitor thing. Her edge almost certainly still firmly laid up under her new champ hat, her a wavy weave falling over her shoulders like a shawl, her crown on the table in front of her. Just a few cents Sunday night, LSU Angel spoke for so many of us. So many black women knew exactly what she meant when she said the Tigers won their school's first women or men's basketball national championship. About the box we expected to inhabit. Not too loud, not too proud, not too accomplished. Yes, they always want us to be humble. Lessons some of the aunties among us had to learn as adults trying to navigate life through years in office environment, press boxes, or hospitals, but one Reese had figured out just at 20 years old. Nah, she probably been dealing with that since before 20, probably even in high school. It was on display just 48 hours earlier when South Carolina coach Don Staley spoke of the dog whistles and not so thinly veiled racial insult used in the description of her team. Staley's words were so measured, I half expected her to pull out a ruler. She knew intrinsically that she had to make her point careful, not too angry, or in a way that be labeled as mean or bullying towards some of the media members. She wanted to get her message. The microaggression and double standards are always there. This is a country where we were never meant to be free, let alone confident enough to dictate our own happiness and feel joy. As social media has reinforced yet again since the closing minutes of LSU winning over Iowa, there's still not a small number of loudmouths to whom we will never be enough and can never be right. If we respond to taunting with taunting, it's not the right kind of taunting. If we note to the world that there's a shining ring in our future, it's too showy. If we protect a sister on another team, it's questioned why we cared. It's so different. It's no different than how black people are spoken of outside of basketball. If we fail, it's because black people are inherently inferior. If we succeed, it's because of the myth of affirmative action. And you didn't actually earn anything. Trying to appease those people isn't just futile, it's exhausting. Reese isn't even trying, smart enough to see the game for exactly what it is, and insisting that she play by her rules. Thank you very much. She is right. Every black girl, every black woman, every black femme, we should celebrate who we are as individuals and together as loudly as we please. Those of us who happily swing a 30-inch weave like Reese, those of us who rock a tightly faded frohawk, the waistlant locks, the patterned cornrows, the colorful braids, the ball baddies, the switch it up when I please, freedom of wig wearing mamas, keep unknowingly keeping unknowing coworkers question how you change your hair so quickly. Our skin is all of its shade. Our skin in all of its shades. The way we look in the color yellow, or our beautiful lips, so often ready to speak the truth. Damn, who it makes uncomfortable. Our history, our present, our future. No, our nails are not too long, and yes, we can still type and get things done with them because we always get things done. We raise babies, often not our own, and communities. We influence elections and culture, our words and phrase and dances, and dance gleefully learned even by those who would deny our humanity. We can be loud and unyielding. We can be soft and tender. Just keep being you. Reset Monday. Never let anyone tell you no, or that you can't do this, you can't do that. I always stood in my skin and proud of who I am. I'm very confident in who I am, and I think people who support me, they understand who I am. I love who I am. Amen, little sis. We are all beautiful. We're never too much and always enough. All right. Okay, so I said what I was gonna say about this. I said about this. And even though this is black women, this applied to black people. If we always forgive an apology that was never spoken or was half-heartedly given, or we give in on our stance, I don't think we're gonna get anywhere. hmm Um, I understand that sometimes you got to think beyond yourself, beyond the future. Especially if you're young and you're seeking employment, and we don't want our young people to get hurt by this. Um, we're gonna have to take a stance. We gotta, you know, make them feel. We gotta make them feel the damage that they done. This protecting them by saying that they don't understand, they don't know, or they didn't mean to hurt. They didn't mean to hurt LSU. She didn't understand. Is not acceptable. You know. Okay, well then she's gonna learn today. And she ain't gonna learn by you making it soft on, oh, you didn't understand what you did was wrong. That was wrong. Giving her a little pat on the hand. When you really want to slap her across the face, knock her in the back, some sense in the back of her head, and stuff like that. Oh yeah, we're doing that too much. We excusing. Oh, they don't know. They didn't understand. They didn't mean to. Don't give a care. They're never gonna learn if you keep forgiving, soft soaping, taking the sting out of the backlash they get when they do stuff that they're not supposed to be doing, when they're doing hateful stuff, uh, racist stuff, when they letting their bias have them open their mouth and say things that are hateful, hurt, and hurting. Yeah. Oh, yeah. We've been seeing that. Yeah. Okay. There was this. this news report on the news thing, she says some things. Oh, she didn't understand. She didn't know what those words meant. She didn't really mean it. I don't believe she's racist. When you look in her history, she's been saying racist stuff all along. But sometimes, but we're gonna excuse it. We're gonna make excuses, and we should accept her apology. Hell no. And I don't think that woman apologized neither. But we should, forgive her. She didn't really know after that. She don't know today. Let her get her butt dragged. Let her feel the sting. I bet you she won't do it again. I bet she think twice before she open her mouth. This is the reporter. There's been quite a few others have been saying it. And we've been letting it slide. She don't know. She didn't understand. She didn't understand the implication on how racist that is or sound. There's one found out was told they was doing a segment on the gorilla. Told the black male reporter, "Oh, I think the gorilla looks like you," and laughed about it. And he had to take it. He had to bite his mouth and take it. But no, I think we should no longer excuse. We shouldn't protect them from we shouldn't protect them from the backlash they get. No, and those of our black folks that are trying to speak up, I don't think she was really she knew what she mean or she grew up when they said such things. Okay. That's over with. She's a grown person. Let her take her lick. Same thing with Jill Biden. Let her take her lick. Yeah, let the pain of people going at her for saying this encourage her to apologize. But okay, I had enough. All right, y'all. I'm going to call it a night. Peace, power, and unity, everyone. That's all I have to say. Unless somebody else want to come up here. But thank y'all for showing up. Y'all have a good night. Let's see. Let's go out with some music. Get that back playing. All right.
I can feel the blood creeping up from the heathens. Got will, got fight, got pride, got reason. If they wanna go eat, then you know I'm gon' feed them. If you're coming for me, hope you're ready for a demon. I got eyes in the back of my head, I'm seeing. Take me for granted and you know I'm leaving. I'ma take what's mine with the webs I'm weaving. I could take this crowd from seeing to believing. Got a taste for blood and my tongue keeps bleeding. From the words I spit, so sharp, so freezing, so cold. Behold, frostbite they feeling. I could tear you apart or I could go heal them. Don't believe in fate, don't believe in ceilings. I just need a taste and my mind starts feeling. I don't pace myself, I grind on kneeling. Got lust for change, I just love the feeling. I ain't gonna give up. Got too little time, I'ma live up. Head down, push forward through the tough times. Cause anything worth doing is a tough climb. I ain't gonna give up. Got too little time, I'ma live up. Head down, push forward through the tough times. Cause anything worth doing is a tough climb. Cause I'ma live life for the fight, yeah, I'm here to get it. I got drive, got sight, always have a vision. I don't lie at night, I be in my feelings. I'ma be fine, need time, and I'll soon be winning. I live life for the fight, yeah, I'm here to get it. I got drive, got sight, always have a vision. I don't lie at night, I be in my feelings. I'ma be fine, need time, and I'll soon be winning. I can feel the blood creeping up from the heathens. Got will, got fight, got pride, got reason. If they wanna go eat, then you know I'm gon' feed them. If you're coming for me, hope you're ready for a demon. I can feel the blood creeping up from the heathens. Got will, got fight, got pride, got reason. If they wanna go eat, then you know I'm gon' feed them. If you're coming for me, hope you're ready for a demon.